You know, this Obamacare thing, this is a failure of a spectacular magnitude. We're never going to see another political meltdown like this as long as we live. This is historic. People are going to be writing about this in history books hundreds of years from now. But here is a report from, let's see, this is from CNN, going completely off reservation now. And they include in a report a clip from President Obama at a press conference in October. This is after the rollout now. Here is President Obama talking in October about a letter that he received. Clip 3, let's listen.
I recently received a letter from a woman named Jessica Sanford in Washington State. Here's what she wrote. I am a single mom, no child support, self-employed, and I haven't had insurance for 15 years because it's too expensive. I was crying the other day when I signed up. So much stress lifted.
So here's one person that managed to make their way through the thicket, living in the state of Washington, and actually enrolled in Obamacare. And so President Obama's telling the nation, here's a success story. Here's somebody that's gotten it done. See, it's working. The website is working. This is marvelous. This woman is in tears because of the wonders of what I have been able to offer her through Obamacare. Here is the rest of the story. Same news story, CNN. Let's listen.
But days, just really 3 days after she was mentioned by the president, Jessica Sanford started having problems. She was receiving letters from the Washington State Health Exchange. The first letter telling her that tax credit was reduced, therefore increasing the cost of her health care plan. And then take a look at this. Then she received a letter just last week telling her that her tax credit had been taken away altogether. Show you another document here showing what the tax credit worked out to be according to the Washington State Health Exchange. $0 according to this document that was provided to us by Jessica Sanford. She describes all of this as a roller coaster ride because now she says she can't afford insurance in Washington State because of these new developments. Here's what she told us in an exclusive TV interview.
It was like riding a big roller coaster. You know, they have my credit card, they have the payment date, and then, you know, once again I'm knocked down, and this time it's to zero. And at my rate of pay with my family size, I just don't understand why I wouldn't get at least a little help with a tax credit. It was a huge disappointment, and especially since I had, you know, my story had been shared by the president, I felt like, you know, I just felt really embarrassed that, you know, he had quoted my story, and then come to find that the Washington Health Plan Finder, the website here in our state, had grossly miscalculated, or they're having a problem figuring their tax credits. And so at least for right now, I'm not going to be getting insurance.
Okay, so here is the shining example. Here's the shining story. It's working. People are getting insurance for the first time in 15 years. Absolute, total, utter, abysmal failure. And the problem they've had with the Washington Exchange is their calculator is giving people the wrong information about how much subsidy they're eligible for, and they're finding out as they get into the system they're not eligible for the subsidies they were told they were going to get. So the disappointment is absolutely understandable. Focal Point, AFR Talk, back in 2.